What if morning rose not from earth, but from reflection? Paint tells the story before the dance begins. The market breathes in color and exhales tradition. Even sleeping giants have moments of flame. Some prayers are older than the names they carry. In still corners, history lingers like perfume. Some places don't just stay with you, they change your shape. Ever imagined waking up where mountains meet sea and time slips soft between the waves? On the Garifuna coast, every meal is a song, slow, warm, and shared. Sometimes the deepest conversations happen between new friends with old souls. Honduras breathes in layers, jungle, cloud, and sky stitched into stillness. Time moves differently here, measured not by minutes, but by memories carved in stone. Stories live on these walls, painted in pride, pain, and joy. Color speaks here, loud and free. Copan speaks without words, its carvings etched in memory, not sound. Punta is more than a dance, it's history in motion, joy that lives in the bones. A plate in Honduras tells its own story, bold, balanced, and made to share. Could you see yourself here? Ever dreamed of living where jungle meets sea? Let's explore life in Belize. In Hopkins, joy builds itself one grain, one giggle at a time. Buying bananas isn't just shopping, it's a daily dance of conversation and color. It's easy to feel at home when laughter flows freely, no translation needed. Nature here isn't just outside your door, it is your door. You don't just hear Belize, you feel it in your chest, in the drums, the waves, and voices that turn strangers into family. Some places whisper, others sing, but Belize surrounds you like a living breath beneath the sea. High in the canopy, Belize paints its voice in feathers. Ancient eyes carved in stone still watch the forest grow. Evening in San Pedro glows like a memory being made. In the shadowed silence of Belize, power and poetry walk on four paws. What land breathes fire and dances with the sky? Where colors bloom in brick and bell, Granada wakes with grace. They wait in color, still as the sea, a dance held just beneath the surface. Eyes full of mischief, the jungle watches back. From palm to pattern, tradition weaves its tale. Volcanoes sleep like giants beneath the sky's reflection. Beneath fading light, the heart of Nicaragua beats in laughter shared. The game paused. The joy still lingers, written in footprints and fading light. Do old voices linger where stone cities dream beneath the vines? Wander the wild, taste the roots, feel the sun's last breath. What if the forest was dreaming you back? The earth speaks softly, sometimes in fire. Even stillness has a rhythm in this land, where the jungle kisses the sea with every tide. Water writes poems only silence can read. Older than the trail beneath its branch, it simply watches. Roots remember what feet forget. Not a shortcut, but a scar of ambition, carved where continents once collided. In cloth, a code. Voices stitched in bold, living color. History stands proud in lace, color, and the joy of being seen. Salt on your ankles, joy in your chest. Some places don't need words to explain themselves. Even the wild ones pause, as if the jungle is holding its breath for a reason. Where air thins, dreams rise, and the mist keeps its secrets. Old stone, fresh paint. A city that won't choose between past and future. For the bold and restless Panama moves after dark. Two locals, one traveler. Just laughter, flavor, and a seat you don't want to leave. Between oceans and lights, Panama dares you to come back. Where water sits in the palm of the earth, and the sky leans close. Woven into each pattern is a voice, a place, a rhythm. Even silence walks softly here, wrapped in wool and wind. Among roots and rain, quiet guardians still watch. Wings like light appearing, shimmering, then disappearing again. Would you climb where the clouds don't speak but wait? In the heart of Ecuador, water cradles fire and the land remembers. Where does the world still feel ancient and entirely new? Even the birds wear the ocean like a secret. The wild came here and never left, and it just learned to sunbathe. The wild naps here, safe beneath the watch of love. In the highlands, the trees remember how to dream in green. Would you stand where the earth still writes itself in fire and steam? Galápagos is motion and miracle where color clings to stone. Where else does the sky fall so freely, just to kiss the waiting arms of the jungle? And rivers speak softly through the heart of stone. Here, the mountains rise like forgotten gods. Even the strangest shapes feel at home in this wild peace. Where the mountains end and the clouds begin, something sacred lingers. Would you follow the path where the earth still dreams? Venezuela is nature's oldest poem, wild, untamed, and waiting. What if the ocean painted dream sand left them on every shore? Bogotá, the Andes frame a city where history still breathes in every stone. In Guatemala, stone meets sky and the waters whisper stories. Every step echoes the heartbeats of ancestors still dancing through time. This river doesn't just flow, it sings in colors the earth rarely shows. What if paradise had many names and one was Colombia? From painted towns to jungle skies, Colombia leaves its mark on the heart. In these quiet peaks, where do the mountains tuck away their oldest memories? In the sacred valley, color is a language, and the sky bows to the mountains in silence. Even the animals carry history on their backs. Circles carved into earth like questions never answered. Would you walk the stone paths where the mist still remembers every step? Between her hands, the past and present touch. Where sky meets itself, Bolivia begins with silence and light. In a crimson lake where flamingos gather, time forgets to hurry. La Paz breathes between peaks rooted in sky and stone. Hands weave what memory cannot say, color, cloth, and care. The wind follows the vicuña, light-footed, wild and still. What secrets wait in stone towers shaped by wind and time? In Bolivia, the earth dreams aloud. What if the river knew your name before you were born? The forest breathes slower here, and everything listens. The sky isn't empty here. It sings in color. In the branches, small faces leap between shadows and light. Not all art is painted. Some is passed by hand, through time. Even the smallest lives here wear colors like a crown. She doesn't speak for the forest. She is the forest. Eyes find you here, quiet, golden, and patient. Come slowly, come softly. The Amazon doesn't shout. It waits. Where mist kisses vineyards and the forest keeps secrets. Gramado blooms with charm and alpine dream tucked in the tropics. Water roars like thunder, and the jungle listens with wings wide. In the south, cultures dance, where beer halls echo with laughter and lace. By still waters, capybaras doze, while herons keep watch. Would you follow the light through these whispering trees? Here in Brazil's secret south, each turn tells a story, where mountains hold echoes, and waves carry the beat. On black and white stone, Rio walks to her own rhythm. Above Rio, even the journey feels like flight. Christ watches the sunrise, arms wide as the horizon. She wears feathers, gold, and the legacy of queens. Painted dreams rise where concrete once ruled. Between shadow and sun, she remembers who came before. The ocean, like Rio, never forgets to sway, nor will you. Before the city had a name, the beat was already there. Some places are bright, but Bahia calls you by name. White lace and golden hoops, Bahia walks with grace. They move like waves, waiting to strike or smile. Smoke rises, drums echo, Bahia listens with her soul. Salt, sweetness, and a breeze you never forget. Here, rhythm is inheritance, not invention. She faces the sea, like a memory you never lost.